today I will be talking you through how to play a pitch shot and what a pitch shot is. So a pitch shot is a longer extension of the chip shot. It's normally played from 30 to 40 yards up until 120 yards. Generally, when playing a pitch shot, we'll use pitching wedge, gap wedge, sand wedge and lob wedge, all depending on the yardage of your shot. So firstly, we've got to aim up to the target. So our target could be, like I said, anywhere from 30 to 120 yards. Our aim's important as it affects our club face angle, which needs to be at a right angle to our target line when aiming up to the ball. It also affects our centeredness of strike, so we want to have the ball at address in the middle of the club face. This is going to help our centeredness of strike. If it's too far towards the toe or the hot hosel, it can affect the way that we hit the ball. And lastly, with aim, it's important as it can affect our dynamic loft. So what I mean by that is, if the club face is too shut at address, there's a good chance that our dynamic loft is going to be lower. If it's too open at address, then it could be a bit higher. It will be a bit higher impact when we come down to hit the ball. Next, I'm going to talk you through the grip. So we have to grip the club in the same way that we would grip a full shot or a chip shot. So that's normally leading hand on with the V pointing if you're a right hander at your right shoulder. Then you can either interlock, overlap or baseball grip with both thumbs pointing down at the club head. Our grip's important as it affects our club face angle. So if your grip is too strong, again, you're going to have a shut club face, causing the club face angle to be left if you're a right-hander, sorry. Our grip also, if it's too weak, so strong grip is normally seen like this. Weak grip would be a bit more like this, so our left hand would be either weak or strong. That also can affect our dynamic loft again. If our grip is too strong, we could come into the ball with a shut face, therefore dynamic loft will be a lot lower. And same applies if the grip is too weak, we could come into the ball with our dynamic loft, our club face open and our dynamic loft being a lot higher. Also, the grip can affect, obviously, where we hold the club on the handle can affect our club head speed. So the further down we go, less club head speed is generated. Further up we go, more club head speed can be generated as our arm swing's a bit longer. Next, we'll be talking about ball position. So our ball position is really important, as if our ball position's too far back, our angle of approach can be a lot steeper. If our ball position is too forward, it can affect our angle of approach in it being too shallow. The ball position also affects our dynamic loft. Same applies. If our ball position is too far back and we're coming in steeper, our dynamic loft will be lower. If our ball position is too far forward and we swing, and it will mean that our dynamic loft is a lot higher, so the angle of the face at impact will be a lot higher. The ball position also affects our centeredness of strike. So if the ball position is too far back, then we could catch it a bit steeper, therefore we could get a bit leading edge digging into the ground, whereas if the ball's too far forward, we can find ourselves hitting the ball in the middle of the ball and it being a bit more of a shot. So our posture and our stance is important. So if we've got to set up to the golf ball so that our posture and our stance is parallel to our target line. It's important that we do set up properly, as it can affect our angle of attack. So if I'm too this way, I could be very steep. If I'm leaning too far back, I could be very shallow as well. Next is the swing shape of the shot. So when we talk about pitch shot, our swing shape is shorter than a long iron or a mid iron shot. So our swing shape will be from the bottom of the arc to 9 o'clock, so that our leading arm and the club create a right angle, and then through, so that again our leading arm, our right, if you're right-handed, your right arm will create that right angle on the way through. So also when we're playing the pitch shot, it's very important for us to make sure that we've got good body alignment. This can affect our path. So if our body alignment is pointing the wrong way, so if it's too far right or too far left, it's going to affect the way that the club works into the ball. So now if I show you, I'll now demonstrate how to hit a pitch shot. So if you just come around here for this, great. So when I play the pitch shot, my target is the red flag in the distance. So my body alignment is going to be parallel to the red flag. And then from there, I'm going to go down the shaft on the club to reduce my club head speed, as it is a short shot. And then from there, I'm going to go to 9 o'clock on our clock through to 3 o'clock on our clock. So I'll just demonstrate now. That's how to play a pitch shot.